American road trip is a rite of passage for every dad. It's that first real thing you do that makes you understand who your father was.
When I was a kid, we would go on a 12 or 14 hour trip twice a year out to see my grandma. And we didn't have 3 rows of seats like this beautiful car, the new cars of today. It was me sitting between my 2 sisters, and they each had a Walkman and I didn't.
During our Chevy road trip to Atlanta, we thought we'd get a group of our favorite dad bloggers together, talk a little bit about their favorite memories on the road, what they love about being in the car with their family, and just sort of the experience of being that guy. You know what I mean? That guy, the open highway guy, the guy who's got his kids in the back seat and is the master of everything that lays before him. I think it was pretty interesting, so check it out.
Ooh, the Camaro is here. Forget it, guys, I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna drive that damn Camaro. You guys are on your own. No, here we are in the Chevy Dad's Test Drive. Ooh. We're rolling today in a lovely Chevy Suburban. And I think, fellas.
Yes, where are we going?
We're in Atlanta. You gotta go to the Varsity.
What's the Varsity?
The Varsity is the classic trash food place.
What do you have? What do you have? What do you have?
I think it's right across from Georgia Tech, but I don't know exactly.
How are we gonna find it then?
Where it is.
Who should we ask for directions?
Well, I think what we could do is we're gonna light up the old OnStar.
Sounds like a plan.
Easy.
I've not done this.
Connecting to OnStar.
All right. Wow. OnStar is a robot. Oh. The car is talking to me. You know that I'm in Atlanta and I'm hungry and I want to roll to the Varsity, which is a famous like hamburger hot dog joint here in Atlanta. And I was wondering if you could hook me up with some directions to that. Rolling to the Varsity in Atlanta via OnStar. So we're headed out to the Varsity, which has got some of the best hot dogs and burgers, like a classic Atlanta joint. Which makes me think if my kids were here, this would be the place that they would want to go. It makes me sort of think about getting to-go food on the run, and I'm curious, do you guys let your kids eat in the car? You let them have food in the car?
I do.
Sometimes you have to. I have a 10-month-old, so it's a little bit different. On road trips, you have to stop alongside the road and, make your kid happy and, feed them in the car.
Are you that guy? I mean, are you that guy with a perfectly clean car and it's like, no, kids, we're not having any McDonald's in the car.
You have fries between the seats.
I do.
Today.
I sometimes, out of necessity, the kids will eat in the car, but it just makes me crazy. I don't like the smell of food in the car. I don't want any trash anywhere. And I'm totally a trash Nazi. At the end of every car trip, stop, and I clear all the trash out of the car. Everything gets cleaned out.
I'm too lazy for that.
See, I used to be a road warrior, so I used to be on the road 45,000 miles a year.
Wow.
And you have to occasionally have food in the car.
Well, you guys are cool with the kids having a quick cheeseburger in the back seat, and sometimes I let my son have a sandwich, but man, I'm in his grill the whole time. I'm like, careful. Check it out, my friends. This is Atlanta history.
We are 2 miles into our 1 mile trip.
What do you have? What do you have? What do you have?
Yes, Varsity.
They got a big old noggin, so you guys good?
And then if you kind of got to get the kind of keen angle right there, right? Thank you very much. All right. Whew. What did you get? You went with a chili.
I went with the chili dog.
Chili dog.
All the way out.
Hot dogs all the way around.
He recommended the hot dog, so.
Yep. Gotta go with Daddy Clay's.
Yeah. One of the things I swore when my kids were little is I'm never going to feed them hot dogs. They would never play with guns. My girl would never have a Barbie. And that lasted until they were born.